welcome to a brand new episode of FGCism. I'm Michael.
And I'm Anthony.
It's FGCism, a podcast about the fighting game community and all of its splendor and glory and amazingness.
Well, at least this time it's more glory than not.
Yeah, we're not going to be like completely dumping on it like we normally do.
Yeah, but we will.
Oh, we got something to dump on too. Not necessarily the thing itself, but the people who responded to it. Yeah. So, but, you know, as we always do, what are we playing these days? So, Anthony, what are you pressing buttons on?
Is that a question?
Yes.
I'm playing Melty Blood right now.
Team Melty Blood. Let's go, French bread.
Melty Blood, and Guilty Gear. That's what I'm playing right now.
Ah, yes. Both with rollback netcode.
Yes. Funny how that worked out. I'm playing games with rollback netcode. That's pretty good. That's crazy.
Man, who would have thunk it?
I mean, I was playing the game with quote unquote, and I mean the biggest quote unquote rollback netcode, but it's actually terrible. So
Yikes.
I'm not playing that at the moment.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying that a particular fighting game from a AAA developer has poor netcode?
Poor? I'm saying it's trash. I'm saying it's worthless.
Yikes.
I'm saying it does the bare minimum of getting you connected to another person. It doesn't do it well. It doesn't even do it good. It doesn't even do it bearably. It was just what we had at the time. And whew.
Sounds very pointed.
Because I love the game, but I hate playing it online, which is the primary way I do so right now.
Especially now in this very COVID world we live in right now.
Yep. But hey, that's fine. It's on its way out. Who even cares?
What's on its way out?
Street Fighter 5.
Oh, I think it's about COVID. I was like, ah.
Oh, no. COVID's here. COVID's going to be here for as long as people are like, I don't have to wear a mask. I'm different.
Right?
But hey, whoa. We're not going to get too far into that.
I mean, we kind of should, seeing as how that directly affects the FGC.
Yeah, because, you know, we kind of do need these events to come back. And to do that, you should get vaccinated and wear your mask. At the very least, if you're not going to get vaccinated for whatever reason, wear your mask.
All the freaking time and wash your hands.
And have some hand sanitizer nearby.
Stay 6 feet apart from people. If only go out when you necessarily need to. Don't be just out here going to parties and stuff.
You end up coughing.
Right? Don't be doing that. And get like, get tested regularly too. Because sometimes you can be asymptomatic. You won't even know it. So do that. If you don't want to get vaccinated, there are alternatives that are way more strenuous and way more taxing and way more, you know, whatever. If you want to go through that route, fine. But just be very vigilant about the choice you make, because there are a lot more you got to do. But anyway, back to the fighting games. So you're playing Guilty Gear. I know you're excited about the patch.
Oh yes.
So
My boy we'll talk about that
later. We got a lot to talk about with that.
Talk about it later.
You're playing Melty Blood, of course, because I mean it's French bread.
Of course.
We got the baguette patty how many years ago?
Man.
We had first imported Undying Birth.
Man, we were ready for that game.
Man, that changed
for
my
the
life.
first version.
Man, that changed my life. That game I was like, what is this? And I didn't connect the fact that Melty Blood was made by the same people who made Undying until like, oh yeah, because I had played Melty Blood far back in the day when I was like downloading Dojin games.
Ah, those were days.
There are some busted fighting games in the Dojin the genre of fighters. Like some real gems and some not so great gems.
Look, all right. We were still looking for fighting games in the post-Mugen world.
Yeah, I remember that time period.
Okay, we were really struggling out here.
Yeah, Mugen was kind of the thing. That was the move for a while though. I think from like, what was it? Maybe 2003 to like probably between the time that Dreamcast went out, so about 2000-ish, 2001 to around like 2007.
I'll never forget the day I went to some guy's house and he showed me his Mugen, and the entire screen
was nothing but
characters, just filled with squares, and half of them didn't work.
Yep.
And of the ones that worked, like 5% of them were like characters that shouldn't have been made.
Yeah.
Like God Akuma.
Oh yeah, the God characters.
Fireball Ryu. It's exactly what it sounds like.
People were really obsessed with making characters that were like overly powerful and busted.
Angel Ken.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I hate Angel Ken.
Good times.
It showed us that we are terrible at game balance and know nothing about how to balance a fighting game.
Nothing at all. Game design.
We were terrible at it.
Mm-hmm.
And we grew up to be equally as terrible about it, except we have less tools.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Mugen's still out there, but I mean, who's playing Mugen right now?
Only time people are using Mugen now is like make their own versions of like pre-existing fighting games.
True,
like,
because
people like make like a lot of like HD versions of games and stuff.
I say who's playing Mugen, but then I remember Hyper Dragon Ball Z being a thing.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. It was a pretty good game.
Which that's what that was supposed to be for, but we were just out here making wacky shit.
Like Peter Griffin versus the chicken.
Hold on. Time out. That was important.
Oh, was it?
I'm talking other wacky stuff like
that's not
like
wacky.
Cloud Strife versus
Ronald
Akuma. Right, versus Ronald McDonald. The Wendy's girl versus a random Gundam. Like why? Why did we need this?
It's not the fact that we need it. It's just the fact people wanted it.
I guess.
This is why you don't give people tools.
This is exactly why.
This is why you don't give people like equipment. This is why you don't give people like programs and software, because this is what they come out with: shenanigans and foolishness.
I think there's still a Twitch channel that just, I think it's Salty Bets. It's basically a Twitch channel that just makes random fights, and it's all nonsense. And you bet salty points or something or whatever.
Bets. That's funny. That's kind of cute, actually.
I should see if that's still a thing.
They might be. I mean, Twitch has definitely changed over the last couple of years.
Oh, hasn't it though? For the different, it sure is different.
Well, like Anthony, I'm definitely playing a lot of Melty Blood. That game is incredible. You should go pick it up if you haven't already.
It's like $50.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap actually compared to other like AAA games. It's actually pretty well made too. I mean, I know the PC version has some issues with the online, but I mean, we don't really play on PC like that, so we weren't affected. But hopefully they patched it. I think they probably patched it by now.
That's the thing. I as much as, you know, we kind of grumble at PC, I do want them to be able to play this too.
Yeah. I mean, even though there's no crossplay though, so that's kind of sucks. But I know why. I mean, French Bread's a part of like they're like a small, tiny company.
Yeah, they're a little broke.
They put this game together with a shoestring budget, so.
And they did a great job.
They did. This game was great. So much fun. Just getting on, just playing. It boots up super fast too. Even though I hope the color edit mode can use some more colors, and I hope they don't do the scumbag thing and make you pay for them. I mean, I would do it, but I would be very begrudgingly when I did it. Like, slide your car, please. What else am I playing? Oh, of course I'm still playing Virtual Fighter, because now I'm playing on my Pai Chan journey right now. I have retired Brad Burns from online play because I noticed that people know what to do when he's on the screen.
Look, man.
And I'm like, I need a better character with better mix-ups.
You ain't facing them scrubs anymore, man.
Nah, I'm up there with the people that been playing stuff forever, like the real veterans and stuff, and they know what to do. They know his frame data, so they know exactly what buttons I shouldn't be pressing. And I pressed the wrong way. Oh, you pressed that one? Oh, too bad. Like, you're going to have to eat this 40% combo, especially at Kira players. They love that. Kira players, Jackie players definitely always like, eat this combo, or a flip kick, which does like 50% damage for some reason in that game, which is weird. I guess because of counter hit. Maybe because of counter hit. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm playing right now. Hopefully I might play more Guilty Gear now this patch came out, because my character's looking kind of good these days, except for Kai Kisk, but, you know.
I mean, you got Anji.
I got Anji.
You got the gorilla.
Is he a gorilla?
The word's out on that, but we used to think he was a gorilla since, you know, he had the spin.
Yeah, but that spin needs some work still. But yeah, I still have Eno too. Eno, she's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna get that shit another shot. But I definitely was not feeling until that. Like, I knew once these two patches came out, I'd probably go back to playing Guilty Gear again, because I know it's gonna probably do a lot of like reconstruction and redesign a lot of these characters. A lot of these characters came out the box being kind of trash in comparisons, like Saul Bad Guy, who's like best character in the game, and now it might be Relenthal.
Oh God. because she needed all that she needed that.
She did.
She needed the nerf, sure, but whatever.
All right, let's talk about some new releases. Let's talk about Nickelodeon All Star Brawl.
All right, so I didn't appreciate how busted this game was until we played it last night. That game is dumb.
I was telling y'all in the group chat, this game is dumb.
You did.
I kept saying, like, this game is really wacky.
What the hell? Sorry. I was looking at salty bets like I said I would, and sure enough, it's still there. They're about to bet on the match now. God Rugal versus Abyss Form 1.
God Rugal got that.
All right, so I'm going to close this because this is distracting. Nickelodeon All Stars.
Yes.
That is a stupid game.
It is.
It
was made for people who was like, you know what? We need more speed.
Like, I know that this was made by the people who did Slap City, and that's a stupid game.
Yeah.
But I was not prepared for the insanity that ensued when we played that yesterday.
Yeah, that was...
Why is April O'Neil like that?
She's so busted.
Why can't she do the things she can do?
She gonna get patched probably.
Oh, I'm sure she's gonna get patched.
Yeah, they gotta patch a lot of stuff. They should have had some... Again, they should have had more people, I don't know, some actual Smash like pros come in and do some QA or something.
Yeah, they're no fun.
You said what?
They're no fun. They were probably gonna get somebody like Leffen.
True. They didn't want to try it. I know one of the complaints they've had about the game because there's no tap jump, and they want that. So
tap jump.
Yeah.
Push that button for that jump.
I know Hungry was like he would be so much better at the game if he had tap jump.
That is unfortunate because he's probably just gonna pick Nigel.
Nigel dumb.
He got a whole Thanos snap.
Nigel's pretty stupid.
He just snap his fingers, die.
Nigel's kind of stupid. But a lot of characters in the game are kind of stupid though.
Yes, like SpongeBob apparently.
SpongeBob is a little stupid. I will agree. I enjoy playing. I like playing Patrick out of nowhere. I did not see that coming.
Or that girl with that big ass head.
Oh, the girl from Loud House?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is also Cat Dog. Stupid.
Very stupid.
Dumb. Dumb.
Yeah.
Just ignorant. That game is ignorant.
It is. It takes what Smash does, just like, let's make it stupid.
Right, like let's inject more fun into this. Hold on now, if we put in too much, more fun.
I think any developers have a very different philosophy when it comes to fighting games than like your normal AAA developer.
Yeah, the AAA developers are like, all right, how are we gonna make this game balanced where everybody is viable and everybody is happy and we can blah 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 blah. These guys are just like, fuck it.
Like how dumb can we make each character?
Like
what can we?
Whatever, man. That looks cool. Keep it in there.
Keep me in there.
Does she slam herself down in a coffin? Keep that. Does her camera for some reason just do damage as long as you're in the cone? Keep that.
Yeah.
Keep that right there. Oh, and her down light attack just keeps chaining into itself.
Yeah.
As a true combo. That's awesome.
Yep.
Keep that. No one will ever exploit that. And I did.
Yeah, especially because the hitbox is behind her too.
Right. These hitboxes are massive.
Yeah, they gotta like. They have an actual hitbox thing on the training mode too that shows you the hitboxes. I don't know. I used to look at April's.
We need to look at a lot of these characters. A lot of characters got some suspect hitboxes.
Yeah, I used to see some of this stuff. I know some of this stuff's probably wacky. Like, why am I still getting hit? But it's a very fun game.
Oh, I love playing it. It was fun. It was just like, you have to not take this game as seriously as you'd like to.
Yes, you have to like just immerse yourself in the foolishness.
Don't be a pro about this.
Yeah.
Just go in.
Just go
in and play it.
Just play it.
Press buttons.
Yes, the time for neutral is over. It's time to press buttons.
I don't even think this game has neutral. What is neutral in this game?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
It's, I got hit. I guess I'm eating damage.
I guess I'm eating damage. Yeah, that's typically what happens. Like, you're just getting a whole combo. It's so easy to spike in this game too.
Oh man, that's part of the game. Just spike them.
That's a huge part of the gameplay.
You ain't got no charge. You ain't got no charge specials in here. Just spike them.
Yep. I love SpongeBob's axe kick. That is with the rainbow. It just feels so good. Just whoop how and then just down.
Of course, you out here being a goofy goober.
A goofy goober? Wow.
Yes.
That's
you.
rude.
You are a goofy goober
How?
right now. You over here praising SpongeBob, who is also a goofy goober.
Yikes. I play SpongeBob and Patrick, thank you.
They are both goofy goobers. What?
Especially Patrick. Patrick was surprisingly fun. I didn't expect that. I was like, Patrick gonna be no. Patrick's stupid. Patrick is kind of dumb. He got command throw too for no reason.
He's a whole grappler. Powdered Toast Man is a brawler.
Dude, that punch is stupid. That thing kills like 40%.
Punch of death.
That thing kills at 40%.
Hey man, that's that cinnamon toast punch.
Boop. Yeah, this game it needs some more refinement to it too. But so far from a launch, it's pretty good for an indie game.
Yeah, it's got time to mature.
Yeah,
but I hope this game sticks around.
I hope it does with like the Power Ranger game did. Power Ranger Battle for the Grid came out real bare bones. I don't remember even having any voice acting and stuff. Like they had to patch that stuff in later. So hopefully it has that same thing that happens with this game. Well, maybe it needs more like, I think after it sells more, maybe they'll be like, oh, okay, we got a little more budget. You can go add some voiceovers.
Like, dang, we got money now?
Right? Hopefully that's what happens.
Let's get some voice clips in here.
That would be great. I mean, that's what I don't get. Why you don't have voice clips? They can just get stuff from the old TV shows.
I guess that audio mixing would be pretty terrible.
Yeah, you got a point. They would probably be better to just re-record everything. But that's probably where the money would come in. Having to actually get all these legendary voice actors to come, or they can get people to impersonate the characters. That'd be cheaper.
TikTok has shown us that there are plenty of people who are good at it.
Yes, there are people who could do these voiceovers again. So yeah, that's a good place. Yeah, that's a good idea.
There you go. You're welcome.
A freebie. We should work for a consulting company.
Why not, man? You want to shrink your budget? Come talk to us.
Now, next on our new releases would be, of course, Melty Blood. We talked about that a little bit earlier, but now we're going to talk about a lot more. This game is so much fun. Out the box.
Except, there's people who are like, this game is bad because I can't block.
That's like Chris. That's like, what's his face?
I say no names. That's all you.
That's Chris G being a baby.
It's like y'all want defensive options in games, and you get one of the best defensive options in any fighting game, and now y'all are mad about it.
It's a really good option, too.
And it's RPS, but how many other games are RPS at this point?
And what does RPS mean for people who are unfamiliar?
RPS is rock, paper, scissors.
Yes. But that's a core of most fighting games, though.
Yes, guess for game. That's a whole thing.
So many games have this rock paper scissors triangle system.
Yeah, older games have some of that stuff too.
Yeah,
like that. This is not exclusive to new games.
This beats that, and that beats this, and this beats that. That's how it works.
That's how the whole game is designed around. Yeah. Oh, it's not skillful. There's no skill in that.
Yeah, it is. Being able to guess is a good skill.
If you know how to deal with options, that is skillful, my friend.
Being able to guess good, that's a skill in itself.
I don't know why you all don't. See, that's probably why y'all being held back. You over here not valuing the power of guessing.
Yeah, that's a whole thing about mix-ups.
Yes.
Being able to block a mix-up, that's a skill that comes from guessing.
Yes, forcing a situation okay, you have to do one of these things, and I need to be prepared for these options. That is skill.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to force a situation, that is your fault.
Yep. But I love at first I'm like, oh, it's just gonna be hard to learn. It's not.
It's really not.
It's not. Just once you start doing it more often, it gets easier. You gotta not be fearful. That's another thing.
Don't be scared.
Just don't be scared. It kind of reminds me of that vanishing in in Dragon Ball Fighters a little bit. I know one of the shields does actually vanish behind you.
Yes.
Which is a scary one, but not the most optimal one sometimes though.
Yeah, but then the argument becomes, well, vanishing costs a bar.
Yeah, true.
The only thing I would ever criticize Shield for is, I guess, how available it is as a defensive mechanic. Like the way they did it in Under Night is if you guessed wrong, you got punished for using shield that way. Because you got your shield broken and you couldn't use it for a couple seconds.
Dude, I didn't shield that much in that game.
Right, because there was risk.
I was afraid. This game?
That's the thing. This game doesn't have that. I mean, what, are you going to eat a fatal counter?
Yeah. That's the risk. Or full combo.
True.
Because you can get launched on the other one. Which one launches? What is it, that B one?
I want to say it's the
Or it's
B
the A one?
One
of them launches you for a rapid beat. So
I want to say it's the B one.
That one
I'm
launches.
still learning shield and how to use it properly, so don't quote me on that. The scrub way
is to always shield down because that covers two different ways of getting attacked, low and mids.
Man, and it works.
It does. You know what's funny? I think the developer actually posted a video saying that blocking isn't your only option.
Because it's not.
He said, wake up block is probably your weakest option. You should probably wake up shield.
Yes. Wake up shield is good.
It is good.
Because
very good.
In a game like this, everybody's always going to want to try and throw out more pressure.
Yep. Or your favorite, the Oki circle. From
yes. Akiha's free Oki circle.
Free Oki circle. That's like her whole gameplay.
There you go. Oki circle.
Her full knockdown, hard knockdown to full Oki circle. That's it for her. That's all you're going to get most of the time playing her. But yeah, shield definitely helps.
This game is basically stop being scared.
Yeah, take chances.
What are you scared of?
Take chances. Stop being afraid.
Punk.
So who are you maining in this game?
So I thought I was going to main Coma, right?
What?
And Coma's my boy. I love Coma. All right? I feel for his aggression and fiery passion.
Got it.
But Hisui is funny.
That's true villainy.
Hisui is funny. So I'm playing her.
I don't blame you.
Like, one of her best moves is her cracking you over the head with a table.
Yeah.
You can't have me ignore that. She has like a half screen move where she lunges forward with a chair. What am I supposed to do with that? Well, am I supposed to not play that? Of course I'm gonna play her.
Yeah, the maids are very good in this game.
They're both menaces in their own right.
They are. I particularly hate the one with the broom. The broom girl, Kohaku, is her name Kohaku? Or
yes.
Yeah, I've lost to everyone I've played against who uses her. Like, she's a menace.
I'm sorry that you've had such an experience.
It's okay. I have to get up to the fact, like, okay, like, you're still relatively new to BLT Blood. Even though you played the old one, I didn't put that many hours to the original one. So I still feel like I'm pretty new to BLT Blood, even if I did play Under Night a lot.
At least it wasn't Vlav.
Ugh, God,
That's pain.
He's so obnoxious to play against. It's like, okay, we get it. You want us to not get close to you. God, all right.
This feels like something you need to talk to a therapist about. Your zoning tells me you need therapy, sir.
Zoning tells you need therapy. But one thing I do like the fact that the shielding is really good for like zoning if you know how to shield right, because you could definitely like go up. But then the thing is that shield baiting is a whole thing
I really think that of all the people who need to learn how to use shield, Vlad players are probably some of the ones who really need to know how.
Yeah, because
I will absolutely teleport behind somebody just going, well, stay over there.
Yep, because they will keep doing it. It's like, oh, you're gonna do that? Bam! And it's like, oh no, they knew I was coming. Which is the fun part about I can't wait for tournaments to really get in the swing of it. I'm gonna get these really crazy like
shield classes are fun.
Yes,
to watch.
Oh, they're so good. They're pretty hype.
Like, I know it's cool to hate shield right now, but shield classes are they're just cool.
They are. They're really cool. I enjoy them a lot.
And it's no one's fault that you all don't know how to use it except yours.
So you're playing Hisui and you're playing Coma, probably going to be your secondary or your scrub killer character.
My secondary, yes.
Let's see. For me, I'm having a tough time like narrowing down like my characters. I like so many characters in this game.
Saber.
She's not my favorite.
I show up now. She's pretty boring.
I mean, I enjoy playing her. It's just she's not my favorite. Like I'm number one is kind of tough because I like.
Like, Saber feels like drinking water while eating bread.
It's just not that bad. Maybe because I love Saber in general. That's probably why I don't see
probably why.
Yeah, she's like my favorite servant. So.
I think she's fine. She's okay. I tried her. I was like, nah, this ain't for me.
I love Sword Girls anyway. So, but yeah, Say was like my favorite servant in the whole Fate Stay Night or Fate universe. So
Maybe it's Honest Mid's Mike.
I enjoy him too, but he has some bad matchups, like some real obvious bad matchups. His DP's fun though. And then there's Arcade, as we call her. We didn't say her name right.
No one knows how to say her name. And if you say to me, I know how to say it. No, you don't. Don't lie to me. Lie to yourself. Don't lie to me.
Like, I enjoyed her a lot. She was like the first character I started playing. She's the first character I actually started practicing. Shiki, of course. I mean, Shiki, that was the person I played with the original Melty Blood. So he's so fun. Yeah, that game is hard to read. And then there's what's her name? The lady with the pole. Noelle. I'm liking her too.
Oh, the seagull girl.
Yeah, like I'm having a hard time like narrowing down a character I'm like to stick with. Maybe it'll come to me as I play more online and I see matchups better. Like, oh yeah, because I know I love Michael, but his matchups are bad. Some of them are not good. He gets snuffed out real easily.
It's because of those honest mids, man.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. But I love the game. Like I'm having a blast playing it. And the fact that it has good online makes it even. I can just jump online anytime and just play people. And I don't feel like I'm actually playing in the water or something.
At least on the PS4 or PS5 anyway.
Yeah. Shout out to the PC people. Hopefully it gave you a patch by now. I think they did. I heard they patched that game pretty quickly.
Here's to hoping.
All right, let's talk about another game that we know little about, but we will next year. Phantom Breaker Omnia finally has a release date. Well, not even a release date, like a release window for an early 2022.
Oh, that one Kasoge game you showed me?
Disrespect. That one Kasoge game? Really? Really, though?
You look at that and tell me that's not a Kasoge game.
It's not. It's just an anime fighter.
Whatever, man.
Yikes. So it comes out next year. It's been in development for God knows how long. And yeah, they got a whole English trailer now with all the English dub. They got a really good cast of people.
I don't know how they got some of these people on.
Like some people like really like top caliber like voice talent.
Like Patrick Sates?
Yep. They got Christina V and what's her name? Erica Linebeck. Like they got a lot of people. Where'd that budget come from?
Didn't go into that game not looking weird.
Yikes.
And you know what? I shouldn't be that hard on it because the developers did not make that game look great in the match footage.
Oh yeah, that Rocket Panda Games. Yeah, they need somebody who actually knows how to play that game to come and do like a demonstration because
right now it's looking mad Kasoge.
Not Kasoge. Stop it. That's mean.
And
so hopefully it's fun when it comes out.
And for those of you who don't know what Phantom Breaker is, it's actually a beat 'em up game that you can play right now on several systems.
Oh yes, it's part of that whole that brand. I think it's the anime that started first, and they started making games out of it.
I have no idea what it is before that. I just know the game is pretty fun.
Yes, you kept making me try to play it too.
Did you play it?
I think I played a little bit.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It's pretty fun.
I mean, you're overly into like beat 'em ups.
I mean, maybe, yeah. I do enjoy a few.
A few?
Oh, a couple.
You play Double Dragon Neon, so let's not.
Time out.
Let's not.
Time out.
Let's not.
Full stop.
Let's not.
We're not doing that.
Let's not.
That game is fantastic. Okay? That is one of the greatest games ever conceived by mortal men.
Stop that. Stop. That's cap.
That game is
cap.
Physical crystallization of testosterone and manliness.
Cap. Wow. Okay. Somebody has the juice.
That game
is garbage.
Is everything
I'm so sorry.
that a man should want to play.
Okay.
You want to know what broness is?
Don't play
what
that.
manliness is? You play that game. That game is amazing.
Out the window with that one.
You are a hater out this world.
That's fine. That's okay. All right, let's talk about some tournament stuff. So, do you want to recap some of the Capcom Cup stuff we watched or seen over the last couple of weeks, or?
Let's talk about Capcom Cup.
Yeah.
Because part of me is happy, very happy, but another part of me.
You will be fine.
You're right, because the evil was defeated.
Yes, by a Laura player. Pick your demons, sir.
Well, if I have to choose in that scenario between E Honda and Laura, I'm picking Laura every time.
I can understand that. You hate her too.
I really do. I really hate that what came of the latest Capcom Cup tournament was a Laura player winning. But hey, it wasn't E Honda. And honestly, isn't that what we all care about?
I don't know. I think that's just you, guy. I think that's just the you thing.
I think there's plenty of people who hate E Honda.
I don't think it's that many as you make it out to be.
But while Russia was kind of crazy, last week's tournament, that was nutty. Chris CCH played out of his goddamn mind with that Sakura.
Yeah, that was great.
I was like, is Sakura really this good now?
Sakura is the best Shoto.
I felt so unaware.
Yeah, aside from Akuma, she's better than all the other ones.
Look, man, she
rose up in the tier list quite high.
I can see why.
Yeah.
She was putting on a show.
Yeah.
But, Big Neff was like, nah, you're getting a little too out of your body there, little girl.
Not Big Neff.
Had to come and get that choline for the reverse 3-0.
Yikes. Choline's such an interesting character that I could never play.
I don't think there are many characters like her, if any.
I don't think there is any like her. Like, she's so unique.
Which, I mean, that's cool. I like that for her. It's just, man, you really got to put in the time to play her.
Yeah, it's not she doesn't have the very conventional way of like playing with her. You have to like play Choline's way.
She's got a double jump. She's got counters. She's got some of the best pokes in the game in V-Trigger.
Yeah. Her V-Trigger requires a lot of like technical like execution too. Because you can easily just use her whole V-Trigger just running across the screen once.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful with that. Which means you have to learn how to wave dash, which is very hard to do in that game.
So shout outs to Nephew for learning how to use that character and gatekeeping so many others from being in Capcom Cup.
That was rude. That was so rude.
Look, he said he came to gatekeep, and he did.
Yeah, he did. He brought his girl out.
Yup.
Let's see. What have I watched? I've watched a couple other matches. There's been so many though too. Like they've really reached like new places too this time around with Capcom Cup.
Right. Like who would have thought we'd be watching a Russia tournament?
Yeah, which is actually pretty good too. I think each region, what I do like is the fact they all have their regional like favorites. So you see a nice mixture of characters.
That is the one thing I love about these tournaments, that we're seeing people who have not really gotten that much shine before.
Yep. So I guess that's one good thing about the pandemic. We've been able to strengthen, well, I don't know about strengthen the online, but we focus more on online now, and now we get to see more people who wouldn't be able to travel get to be in these tournaments and stuff and win too.
As long as they're not the player.
God. I don't think I have any characters in that game I hate like I used to. I mean, for a while it was Abigail, but once they've nerfed him, I'm like, all right, he's fine.
I'm happy to hear that.
He's fine. He's not like...
I'm glad to hear you've gotten over that.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of Capcom for fixing them.
Oh, whatever you want to say it as.
Because if they did, I'd be right here with you like you were with E Honda.
Well, no one can be where I am with Honda hate.
Oh, please.
Okay, this is generational hate, and I will continue to hate him for as long as he's a thing.
He's gonna be in 6 probably too.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that. I really wish you wouldn't say these things.
I just want you to be very, very aware that this could be a thing.
I mean, I'm gonna buy it. I know I'm gonna buy it. Street Fighter, of course, I'm gonna buy it.
Exactly.
But
Street Fighter 6, probably find out about that next year. Probably get like a teaser trailer or something next year. Mario Evo next year.
Probably gonna have Ryu and Chun-Li fighting again in some back alley.
That is oh my god, I need them to.
It might be Ryu and Luke.
Forgot all about Luke. He still got a long way till he gets here.
Mm-hmm. What's he, December?
No.
Oh, November.
Past that. They pushed him back again.
What?
Yeah, they say he wanted to coincide with I think the finals for Capcom Cup or something.
Excuse me?
You didn't hear the announcement?
No.
Okay, let me go to it while we're talking about Capcom Cup. Luke.
Oh my god.
Street Fighter 5 release date.
Yeah, I've been over here waiting for Firecracker Fist all this time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Capcom just wants to hurt me.
They might.
Capcom, first of all, made E Honda, and now they're pushing Luke back, and I just...
Yeah, they posted it when they posted the costumes and stuff.
I must have missed that tidbit because all I saw was the costumes.
Yeah, they were like, we're going to have to push him back. We're sorry.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
We sorry.
They're not sorry.
We sorry.
They enjoy the pain of their customers.
I mean, Luke's costumes look kind of decent, so I'm going to play him. And Keo's doing the voice acting for it.
I want to try him. He looks interesting.
He does.
Even though his design is
haphazard.
Yeah, haphazard.
It's like you could have did better, but whatever.
Sure. I mean, if we're just gonna let Eminem design an anime character, let's go for it.
Let's move on. You have spoken up that demon. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk about Glitch from this year. Let's talk about the main event, which was the grand finals.
Oh yes,
for Smash Bros.
MkLeo versus Esam versus AKA Escam.
You are terrible for calling that man Escam.
You saw how that Pikachu play went.
He played an honest Pikachu.
That was not honest.
That treacherous.
That was not honest.
Thieviness.
There was a lot of things that gameplay was, but it was not honest.
It was quite honest, actually. It was fundamentals.
Okay.
He's old school.
He was fundamentally scamming Leo.
Wow. He was playing Joker, though.
Joker got nerfed.
I ain't trying to hit it. Not enough for him to be unviable.
Well, that's Leo's fault. He could have played a better character, but you know what? He came up and he said, I'm going to win honestly.
Wow.
I'm going to win with integrity.
He was playing Byleth earlier.
I can't say much about that.
The match before
I actually don't know if Byleth is good now. Because I know people were like, man, Byleth is trash. Byleth is slow. I don't know how they feel about Byleth these days.
I think he's decent if MkLeo's playing him.
Yeah, that's true.
He's the type of person that will play a good character. He doesn't play trash characters. I know it's part of his brand. So if he's playing, the character must be at least decent. Or at least I will say the character could actually win a tournament.
Well, I guess that's good enough.
So,
but I guess he didn't believe in it beating E-Scam.
Not that Pikachu.
No, that Pikachu is a little too fast. That man going back and forth doing quick attack and all that stuff.
It's called quick attack.
Look.
It's not called slow attack.
You're right. It was very quick. And it was an attack that was used to death. Now, I will say, that last game where he accidentally SD'd and still won.
That was godlike. That's like something to be like a replay forever. Like that's... Man, that was a good ass.
I don't know, man. That man, he knows some kind of secrets because the way he was like calming himself down and chanting, and it's like, bro, what do you know?
He knows something.
What kind of like Tibetan shrine have you been training your Pikachu under to just be like, all right, I gotta align myself.
Look, whatever he did, it helped because that was an incredible match.
Yeah, but got him through his scammery.
Why he said scammery? He just outplayed MkLeo.
No, that was a Pikachu play. I'm not hearing that. Pikachu is the devil.
Pikachu's not even top 10 anymore.
Pikachu is the devil.
It's just not that bad.
You tell MkLeo that.
Wow, well, that's his fault. That's not mine. He should know the matchup better. You know how he's played Esam?
Look, he got E-scammed.
He did not get E-scammed. Look,
so
if
it is what that
know
is.
The matchup. He got 0 to death though.
Look, I can't speak for his matchup knowledge. Okay, I can't.
I can't.
All I can tell you is what I saw, and what I saw was a man get robbed by a mouse.
He did get robbed. He learned how to DI. He got 0 to death by a Pikachu.
That's tragic.
And he got what you call it? What was it? He got Spike too in one of the matches.
Also, just disrespectful.
Look, so if he, you know what? Never mind. There even a point you even said you are clearly against Esam no matter what.
Against?
Yes,
I'm not against E-Scam.
You call him E-Scam.
That don't mean I think he's a bad person. I just think that Pikachu's a scam character.
Wow.
But it's okay. It got him the W. It's fine.
That's been his main since forever, though.
That don't change what I said.
It does.
It don't.
Oh, my God. You sound silly.
Look, I'm not even in the Smash like that. I'm not a professional Smash person. It don't matter that I call him E-Scam.
That's just rude.
A little bit it is. But he did. You know what? Fine. I'll be fair.
Thank you.
He played well.
Thank you.
And it was pretty hype. Because I'm not that keen on watching a whole lot of Smash, but I might go back and watch all of Glitch.
Oh,
if it was that hype.
Dude, Glitch was great. Not just him. It was this other guy who was playing Game & Watch. Oh, that was funny. If you want to laugh, watch that. Watch. I think his name Maester or something. I think he's the Game & Watch main. It was funny.
All right. Well, I will absolutely watch that.
Cause that was hilarious. I made Matt watch that. Matt was on his he was on the floor laughing. The stuff he was doing with Game & Watch.
Game & Watch is a dumb character.
Oh God, completely dumb. He's a character that was untapped. I'm glad somebody's actually like tapping into his viability because it's like, oh, okay, good. There's other characters that can come up in prominence. Because there's 80 characters in Smash. Like, there's no way it's going to be the same top 10 characters all the time. It's impossible.
It can't be.
It can't be. So it's good that people are actually like diving into other characters and trying to find out good tech. And yeah, Game & Watch is kind of scary when done right. At a high level.
All right, you calling them scary. I got to see this.
Dude, that stuff was, man. Because see, when Matt played like a dummy. Matt's going for nods. That's it. That's his whole game plan.
To be fair, that's a pretty good game plan because nines are guaranteed death.
I mean, yeah, but he has other stuff you can use, though.
Y'all out here not saying nothing about his nines, but y'all complain about Hero. But you know,
Hero
whatever.
busted.
Whatever you say.
Anyway, let's move on to our second to last topics. I actually have a discussion topic too. I just popped in my head.
Oh,
yeah, it's birthed from the whole thing about COVID and whatnot. It was something someone said on Twitter the other day.
All right. Well, before we get there, where are we going?
Talk about the women of the FGC, sponsored by Sony. Well, not this particular segment, but just the actual stuff on YouTube, sponsored by Sony.
Yes. Let's talk about how disappointed we are in people.
Yeah.
Again.
So PlayStation decided they're gonna, spotlight and highlight women of the FGC, all women of the FGC, including trans women as well. They're being very inclusive, which is good. So each episode, they have a host who's a very known figure in the FGC, and they have someone else on there who's up and coming. So every episode has been a barrage of trash comments, people downvoting the video, people just leaving like the most disgusting, misogynistic crap on these videos. It's like,
and you know what's terrible?
What?
I'm not even surprised.
I don't know if I'm not surprised. It's just kind of like
it's fucking gross, mind you.
It's disappointing. It's like this is the whole purpose of this show. Like you're proving the point of this show.
I'm not gonna read the comments, but I'm gonna look at these like and dislike ratio. Oh, never mind.
What?
The first one I clicked had the comments turned off and the like and dislikes disabled.
They had to.
Let's see. But here's another one. 1.3 likes, 573 dislikes.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No, that's pretty bad.
Wait, say that number again.
1.3K likes, 573 dislikes. That's like 66-33.
Yeah.
I know my math. Oh, this one is 816 likes to 1K dislikes.
Okay, that's bad. That's pretty bad.
And that's the one with Persia and Phantomeria.
Oh, I know why that's the way it is, because Phantomeria is trans.
The one with Super Deb, they had to turn all that stuff off.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. I was reading the comments. They were pretty awful.
Yeah, this doesn't get better.
It doesn't.
And oof.
It's unfortunate. It's like that's the very reason why we have this in the first place, because we're trying to highlight women and showcase them in a very misogynistic community, unfortunately. And they're actually like proving the point of people in the community.
They're not even doing anything harmful. They're just talking about how they got into fighting games.
That's it. Like one comment I keep seeing over and over, why is there no men of the FGC show yet? This is so sexist. That's like the most prominent, most seen thing I saw was those two things said. I'm like, because the women of FGC are a minority?
Because here's the crazy thing. On the one hand, it's always been like this weird misconception that girls don't play fighting games or something like that.
Yes, that does.
And so now that we have this segment of, hey, girls play fighting games, now it's like, oh, now they're just pandering.
Oh God, yeah, that too. Pandering. Who pandering to who?
You wanna know why we don't need men of the FGC? Because we already know who they are.
Yeah, just turn on any stream.
Like, seriously, you got people like Daigo who has a literal manga and a book made about him. You have somebody like Tokido. If I say the name Tokido, you know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yep, you sure do. He has a whole BMW endorsement. So, was it Mercedes? Was it Mercedes or BMW?
I think it was Mercedes.
Yeah. He has a whole Mercedes like endorsement. Like, come on. Like, the men are real highlighted and real like celebrated and advertised in the FGC.
I could say people like Smug or Punk or I could say literally any dude in the FGC right now, and you'll probably know who they are.
Yep. You can say MkLeo.
Right, you know who they are.
Is. Justin Wong. We know who that is.
Of course.
Like, we know who these people are. Like,
but if I told you Romanova,
like who?
You'll probably think of her as a cosplayer before anything.
Yeah, they probably would. When she commentates a lot. She's like the biggest DBZ fan I know.
I think one of the, well, people might know who Deb is at this point because, you know, she's been highlighted as the best Soul Bad Guy player. So
really?
Oh yeah, Deb is definitely one of the best Soul Bad Guys out in the country.
So that means Deb is a part of the community of bad people.
Deb can do no wrong to me. I'm a Deb stan. I'm here for that.
Deb playing Soul though.
I'm okay with that.
I am not.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry that you're having such a conflict. I'm not.
Of course you're not. I am. I believe in truth, justice, and the American way.
But you apparently don't believe in blocking.
Wow. I don't believe in blocking. How do you block? You know what? Nope. That's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. This is about the FGC being garbage towards women.
And why they should stop.
Yeah.
There's literally no reason to be garbage towards them.
No reason at all. Like, they discredit them and talk about how they're not real gamers. You don't really play fighting games. And when they actually do play fighting games.
But y'all get washed by them, though. Like,
right?
That's crazy.
Like, I don't get it.
Like, half the people who want to talk down to people like Cuddlecore will probably get washed by her in the first to 10.
And not even using her main, probably, too. She could use anybody in the game and they'll get washed.
She'll hit random select and you'll still get washed. Like, let's not do this.
It's not random select. Let the computer pick for me.
Like, y'all put respect on some of the most trash people in the FGC.
This is true.
But let a woman want a little bit of respect. Just a smidge.
Because FGC still has a big obsession with Low Tier God. Big obsession. A weird one. I'm like, huh?
Low Tier God went out of his way to antagonize a plus-size model. And when the plus-size model says something back, Low Tier God acted like he was the victim. And people rallied behind him because she was a fat black woman.
Wow.
And he's an FGC personality. Tell me about why women don't need a little bit of shine in the FGC after you put people like Low Tier God
on a pedestal. A high pedestal at that. Like it's frustrating, honestly. And then there's the whole thing about trans women. They get some of the most disgusting comments. Like, that stuff's just, oh god, the transphobia in the FGC is just so prevalent. And then there's always this, oh, the FGC is so welcoming and so inclusive. And it's like, then you have stuff like that just right there. Like, it's right in your face. And then people say, it's just like that only, online. It's not like that offline.
It's only a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, have you been to a tournament? Have you seen how men harass women at tournaments? I've seen that stuff. I've seen it right in my face.
Yep. How some women will just be walking by, minding their business. Mm-hmm. Damn, she a baddie.
Right?
Man, I bet I could get her to my room.
Ugh, you could never.
Like, y'all have a whole phrase, pro hoes.
Yep.
Like,
for the. That's how the word simp came about. I think the FGC, well, the black people in FGC created simp, honestly, years ago. I've heard simp, like, what was it, 2012. My first time even hearing it was like Yomicon. People talking about that. They're like, oh, these simps.
And then it was adopted by,
everybody else on the internet.
Basically.
Like 10 years later, like, anyway, that's another subject in itself. But yeah, like, the way women are treated at FGC is gross and disgusting. And this just highlights it. It's offline and online. Like, it's not just online. Like, people act this stupid in
you can
person
find
too.
it anywhere.
Yep.
You can find it on Twitter, Facebook. You can find it in the PSN comments. You can find it on YouTube. You
Probably
can find it
Discord too.
Discord.
I know Discord.
I imagine some women have to hide their identities on Discord just to be able to talk in some of these places.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that I would think you'd want to have women in your communities for the fact that, one, it shows that you're an inclusive community, and two, y'all always talking about how y'all don't, see women gamers and stuff like that.
Yep.
And here comes one, and you're just like
trash to them.
Ugh.
Like, what's the frame data for this move in this game? Like, I don't play that game.
Do you know frame data, or do you
Right?
just shake your titties on the camera?
They just shake
You
your
pleb.
You harlot, slut. Ugh.
Bet your boyfriend taught you how to play these games.
Yeah, he probably did. What's the problem? That might be a dick. They would say that too. Which is like,
they have. I've seen that before.
weird. That's not even a
Like, how was that a bad thing? They are in a relationship. They are literally proving you wrong as they exist.
They can't comprehend that because then it would change their whole worldview, and that's too much for them to digest.
In short, women play fighting games.
Yes.
And some of these women can wash you in a fighting game.
Probably a lot of them.
So maybe not be a dick all the time?
Yeah, and if they can't wash you, just be respectful anyway.
Right, like, we gotta stop putting so much value on people like, man, can you beat this person at this game? Like, just be a good person.
Yeah.
Be decent. Like, y'all really don't let that happen to men in the game, in these games.
Of course not.
Like, people could be on a losing streak and you'll still say, man, they are world class.
Not world class.
When's the last time, and this ain't a dig at Taquito, but when's the last time he won a big major?
It's been a while.
But y'all will call him one of the greatest of all time. Same with Daigo.
Yeah.
Y'all will never let Daigo lose any prestige.
Lord Daigo?
Right, Lord Daigo.
God, the god of fighting, the god of Street Fighter?
There are so many players who ain't done nothing in a long time, but y'all still hold them on the pedestal, which is fine because they're most likely good players. But let a woman lose a round in the game, and it's like, lucky, trash.
Like, why is she even here? Why
washed
she signed
up.
0-2. Ugh.
But can't none of y'all take Ricky Ortiz in the game, though.
Of course
so.
not.
Or Phantomeria.
Nope.
Or Cuddlecore.
Nope.
Or Romanova.
Nope.
We can keep going.
We could definitely keep going.
And of course, Sherry Jennings.
Ah, yes.
The greatest Street Fighter player in the world.
She watched the old girl, though, the exhibition.
Well, did she?
Yeah, she did.
Yo.
She kind of watched her a little bit.
What did I say?
She watched her register.
What did I say?
And she ain't even been playing the game.
What did I say? Lord Sherry Jennings was going to descend and bring forth her wrath.
The most boring character in the game.
Look, it don't matter.
Callie.
Clearly, she has deemed him the most effective, and it worked.
All right, so let's move on to our final topic, which is something I saw on Twitter the other day. The idea was, you know how now we're trying to like go back to work, and now a lot of companies are saying, what's the point of going back to the office? We could just do stuff at home.
Oh, no.
So I forgot who said it on Twitter.
It was Rushdown.
Yeah, he was like, so what's the point of going back to offline events if we could just do this stuff online?
More specifically, he was like, look, if we're not going to go to PC tournaments offline, then we might as well keep it online, PC only, because PC online is sometimes better than PS4 offline.
Yep. Man, you read a whole quote.
I remember it word for word, but I remember the discussion because I looked at it and was like, no.
Yeah, that was it caused quite a controversy too.
He did say we weren't ready for that conversation, I guess.
We were not ready for that conversation at all.
I mean, Rushdown is good for an opinion, but that one was spicy.
Very spicy. So we're back to the whole idea of PC versus console gaming, and now it's like offline versus online now. Because I agree, going to offline tournaments or offline events is a commitment. It's not something you can just like say, oh, I'm gonna, because I still ain't been there, not yet.
True.
Like the one in Skokie is closer to me. I still ain't been there yet for a Friday's event. Part of it now is because I'm scared people ain't gotten vaccinated. And they probably just like out here spreading COVID. So, but now with the greatness of online being a lot better, we can just have these things at home. So what's your stance on this?
What's the word I'm looking for? It's not gatekeepy. It's something in that realm. But it feels like it's a barrier to have PC only, right? Because the great thing about a tournament is that so many people can enter, whether they are on PS4 or PC or something like that. It's very easy for a lot of people to come in and play this game, right? It was easy. I know people who have just a PS4 in their TV who can just enter a tournament and show up. Whether they do good or not, that's on them, but they can enter. Or they can come in and play locals and meet their favorite players and all that stuff. Honestly, to someone like me, that is the value of a tournament. I get to come, I get to see all these players that I have been only able to see online. I get to meet some of them. I get to play games against some of them. And I think that's the most community building ever done in the FGC, is when you can go to events and just kind of hang out with people. I've met a lot of good people just going to Combo Breaker alone.
Oh, Combo Breaker, fond memories.
And okay, the argument when that argument was made is that, well, you can't meet people outside of that. I mean, sure you can, but when you have a bunch of people under the same roof with a common interest, it becomes easier to meet people that way. If you're here at a fighting game tournament, more often than not, you like fighting games. And that makes it very easy to just be like, hey, what do you play? And just start playing games after that. And that's pretty awesome. I don't want that to go away, even if it is for the PC version of some fighting game, because it don't always work, type Lumina.
Damn. Okay, I'm of two minds of this. I get the the comparison to going back to work in the actual workplace is something I don't want. I would much rather not. So the idea of having events be online, I think for locals that's fine. Not necessarily for PC, because I don't think we should be doing PC yet. Everybody don't have the PC capabilities. They need to be able to run these games. That costs money, and nobody's going to be giving people money to go buy a PC. So that takes that out. But console online, like local events, I think should be more of a thing.
I could see that. Have Ignite online locals. I can see that. But for like national tournaments?
Yeah, not for national stuff, no.
Even if we were to go like, all right, let's just do PC only for some of these games. Not every game is going to have Strive quality netcode, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing I think that we're all just kind of overlooking. This requires netcode to be as good as Strive. And not everybody plays Strive. So what about the people who play like only Street Fighter?
Yeah, or a lot of the bad games that are good offline. Like, what are you gonna do there?
Like Dragon Ball,
Jesus.
Tekken 7.
Oof.
What else?
Any of the old Blaze Blue games?
Any of them? Any of the Blaze Blue games?
Any delay-based netcode-based game is better suited to be offline.
And that's just a fact.
Yeah.
And sure, you could make modifications to get a better netcode, but will that be approved?
Yeah, that probably won't. I mean, there are ways to fix it with like parsec and stuff, but still, you need the PC to be able to do this stuff on it. Everybody doesn't have the PC. That's the barrier right there, is the fact that everybody does not have. They have this impression that everybody has like these really good, super powerful, up to date, up to spec PCs. Like, no.
Here's the thing. I don't think they're under that impression. They just don't care if you're not part of that demographic.
Got it.
Like, I know that people see this kind of stuff as a hobby, and it doesn't have to be inclusive. I get it, but you can't talk about inclusivity, and you can't talk about the FGC being for everyone, and then present a barrier.
A huge one at that. Like,
right, you can't go from the FGC is for everybody to the FGC is only for people with a good PC.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Because trust me, I've heard the horror stories on trying to make Strive run on some of these rigs.
Yuck.
Yeah, it just works on my PS4. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't have the money for a PC right now.
I think there's definitely some value in having more online weeklies because there are people who live in places that can't get to like, locals and stuff, or even don't even have a local scene to begin with.
True.
So that is a good thing. I think that we just separate the fact that we just separate online, offline, and this whole PC versus console thing. They're very vastly different conversations. And I think there's a conflation being done in that whole thing that he said.
Right, because this isn't a PC versus console thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's about that. Because I'm sure that for games like these, if we all had the access to have PCs, we would.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. If I had the money to invest in a PC that can run every fighting game that's out right now perfectly, I probably would.
Same here.
Because, like, the mods are great.
I'm not against it.
Like
I'm down for that.
But that requires so much labor and so much, like, time and effort. Like, it's not just a money thing. It's an investment thing in your time, too.
Like, there's a lot of PC people who will like you to believe that all you got to do is get the parts and then just throw them together and boom, you're done.
No, they got to be compatible with each other.
People, thankfully, I know of people who can talk very plainly to me and don't talk in YouTube content speak, who tell me, who can tell me, no, it is not that easy. It takes a lot of research.
Yes.
It takes knowing some things. And,
yep.
And I know I can read the things and stuff, or I can go beep on my PS4 and call it a day.
Yeah. And then the actual, like, assembly of these PCs takes a lot of work. I've seen it done in real time. That stuff, a pain in the ass. If you buy the wrong thing and does the wrong thing and it goes in the wrong place and it doesn't have the right thing and you got to put it in the right place, and yeah, that's a lot of work.
I'm lucky enough to know a person who does this stuff who's done it for years and will do it for me because I said please. But not everybody has that for them.
Yeah, everybody doesn't have access to that. Other people have to spend like $200 to get it assembled if they can't do it themselves.
Yeah, or you could buy a pre-built, but then you got the people that don't buy pre-built. Pre-builts are bad. Like, it's a PC. Like, shut up.
It's a PC. Shut up.
Like, you like PC is so much better. PC's great.
Buy
right.
PC. Why did you get a pre-made one?
Like, you can't tell me that this way is the best way and then tell me I did it wrong, man.
Yeah. You have to do it specifically the way that they would, which is going online, getting every piece, shipping it to your house, looking at the instructions, going on YouTube, putting it together, hope for the best, and it works.
Fuck that. All right? If I can't go on Amazon, get
Press
a pre-build and just be like, all right, and now I wait.
Yep.
If I can't do that, then I don't want to do it.
Now I wait. Button, press cart, thank you.
Look, Lord Jeff Bezos has gotten me used to a standard of living. If I have to think too much about my purchase, my very expensive purchase, mind you,
very expensive purchase,
you're not gonna weigh on my wallet and my mind. You're just not gonna do that. I don't. Now the thing is, right? If I get a pre-built and I get upgraded, fine, cool, easy peasy. Mm-hmm. But you're not gonna shame me for buying no pre-built that cost me like $800.
They would definitely shame you.
Well, then they can put in the money for me to have the parts. That's what they can do.
Which they're not going to do.
You can't buy a pre-build.
Yeah, I've always heard people say, don't buy a pre-build, which I've seen some really good pre-builds, though.
Right, some of these pre-builds look really cool.
Like, they're getting better at it because they know people usually make them themselves. Like, okay, we need to get in on this. We need to make our actual, like,
Plus,
pre-builds.
some of those cases they got going on for them, man. Now, mind you, there are some ridiculous builds out there that look really cool. Mm-hmm. Like, there's some people who have, like, the wall-mounted PC set up.
Oh, I love that.
Those look awesome.
Yeah, that's incredible.
And then you go on TikTok and you find people who do weird things. Like, do you know there's a guy who has a whole PC built in, like, a vat of, like, mineral oil?
Why?
Because he can. He does it strictly to upset the people who watch it. But he has a whole PC built inside this thing of mineral oil.
Why?
Because he can.
That doesn't... Never mind.
You're giving him what he wants.
I am. I'm giving in. Okay, so the topic at hand, I think that conversation, the conversation about PC versus console will continue to happen for the next eons because of the fact that people are going to continue to think that one platform is better than the other one. So we're going to be talking about that forever. Offline versus online, that's going to be something kind of new now because we weren't really... The need and the push for online, like, tournaments or online events really got to swing because of last year. If last year didn't happen, we wouldn't even have this conversation probably right now.
Not only that, but I think I think where the tipping point of this conversation came in at was Strive.
True.
Because once that netcode got to the point where it is today, and we realized that we could have near perfect online, like the best online is probably gonna get.
Yeah.
Then all that stuff about how we have to meet up just kind of went out the window.
That's true. Because it's replicating that pretty much as good as Killer Instinct.
And before Strive, there was KOF 2002. There was Garo Mark of the Wolves. Did it? No, it was Last Blade 2 that got it.
Yeah, but actually they added to a couple more games too, actually.
Yep. And of course, who could forget Guilty Gear Accent Core?
Yeah, that was a big deal. That revitalized that whole community.
And now they're stronger than ever.
Yeah, that game was so busted.
And now I wait for ArcSys to put it to Central Fiction so that I can play one of my favorite BlazBlue games.
You will never come out of the house probably if that happens.
No, I won't.
Like if that happens,
you would have to bribe me to come outside.
All we're gonna know is we're like, what's Anthony doing on probably playing Central Fiction?
Look, I don't know what else to tell you.
I mean, look,
Susan O is right there.
God, you and Susan O, the demon puppy, as Max called it.
That's fine.
All right, so that kind of concludes our conversation about that topic. Do you have anything to pop off about?
You know what? I actually don't. Because the only thing that's bothered me is the only thing that's always bothered me that people still aren't doing anything about.
Which is?
Wi-Fi.
Oh, yes.
Wi-Fi.
Just the Wi-Fi.
You would think I'm just tired of being mad about it, but I'm not.
Of course not.
Especially
if we're gonna do this online thing, we do this online thing right.
Yes, it's not hard. Just use a cable, please. And if you can't run a cable or whatever,
to your house,
power line adapter.
Yeah,
it's not that pricey.
That's a great invention. Honestly,
it's so good.
It eliminates a huge issue. It's not expensive either.
It's not. Got mine for $30.
Yeah, that's pretty cheap. That's less than buying a game.
You can do it. I believe in you. Especially some of you Switch players now.
Yeah. Because
now you have a whole dock with a cord port in it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear it. Y'all have a whole dock now that has a whole Ethernet port in it. All you got to do is use the power line adapter. That's it.
But are they going to?
No, because they want to act like they broke. Y'all just probably bought a whole Switch OLED and Metroid Dread for over $400, but y'all want to cry broke.
Look, buying a power line adapter requires them to spend $30 that could go towards DLC. The way Anthony's looking at me right now. All right. Do you want me to go over my pop-off?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so my pop-off is based on something I just read the other day. So I saw a tweet from one Sir K-Brad talking about everyone's favorite website, Event Hubs.
Oh, that's that tweet.
Yeah, so he was pretty much saying, like, why is it that Event Hubs doesn't actually have events on there, really? And everybody said the same unanimous thing. It's clickbait. It's entertainment. Blah, 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 blah. Same thing you've been saying for the last 5 years. And my thing is, why don't you, I don't know, create a website of your own? Or actually support the ones that actually do that type of thing. Because there are actual websites that actually do events and stuff and all that stuff that they used to do a lot of on Event Hubs. One being Dash Fight. They even have an actual app. But nobody supports it. Nobody even talks about Dash Fight. It's right there. It's right there.
Yeah. The only reason I heard about Dash Fight was because of, I guess now they're sponsoring people to put it on their videos. And it's pretty good.
Yeah. That's the whole point of the website / app is to be a place where you can get information about fighting game tournaments and results and stuff and events that you probably wouldn't hear about. But you guys are just so busy trying to sit there and antagonize, like literally tweeting the people who work for the event hubs. Somebody tag somebody that works there. I'm like, what's the point? Look, they are ad revenue based at this point. This is their livelihood. So of course they're going to do stuff that gets clicks and generate ad revenue. That's their point. That's what they're doing. I'm sorry that is not service you as a person of the FGC, but you have other options and alternatives.
To that point, here's the thing, right? Because they have to please their advertisers, they do the things that get them the most clicks, which is, posting about patch notes, posting about what a tier list, whatever people are willing to read. This leads me to believe that people weren't reading about events.
Nope.
Because if they were, it might be something they put up on their site to get the views. So, is it that nobody's posting it because, they're just being some cringy site? Or no one really cares and K-Brad just kind of want to make a quick dunk on the event hubs?
I think it's like a big quick dump. Because, to be honest, they just post because when they do other posts, I try to super defend the video because they do have some very cringeworthy stuff that they do sometimes post. But honestly, they're posting the stuff that the FGC wants to actually read about. Like, people want tier lists. People talk about tier lists all the time. You post a tier list, there's going to be thousands of comments.
Man.
Just from that alone.
It's crazy. You go into Dash Fight. I just downloaded it. You get your let's start, and they have you pick the games you want to play. Now, mind you, this list is a little limited, but these are the most popular fighting games out right now. Smash Bros. Ultimate, Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, Mortal Kombat 11, Dragon Ball Fighters. And then they even go so far as what players do you like?
Yeah, but nobody talks about Dash Fight at all. People are just so wrapped up in hating. It reminds me of that meme of, oh, I hate Street Fighter 5. Well, why don't you play these games? No, I want to hate Street Fighter 5. Like, instead of finding a solution to my problem, I wanted to continue to complain about my problem.
Yo, I can actually follow these. This is pretty amazing already.
Shout out to Dash Fight.
Yeah, go ahead and download this. This is awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. I was like, wow, this is great. Why aren't people talking about this, really? Why is no one talking about Dash Fight at all? I don't get it. So that's my pop off. Like, if you want news about fighting games stuff, there's plenty of places to get news about fighting games. Like, if you want like new trolls, I mean, you can just easily go to Rushdown Radio too. Shameless plug, but we post about fighting it all the time. Actually, I do be sometimes like posting Rushdown in those threads.
Hey man, we gotta get out there somehow.
Yeah. But that leads to a whole other conversation about, like, having people put you on, or people like...
They even ask you what characters you want to... Man!
I see Anthony's now enthralled by Dash Fight. Yeah, he's pretty enthralled.
Oh, yes. Ooh, man, they ask me about what characters I want to look at in these games. I'm personalizing my dashboard on Dash Fight.
Funny.
This ain't a plug though. Like, I'm genuinely amazed by
it's
this.
We're not sponsored by Dash. We're not sponsored by anybody. So our opinions are definitely unfiltered. So, but yeah, that's my pop off. You got anything you want to shout out, or any news or anything before we wrap up this episode?
Download Dash Fight. This is awesome.
Yeah, please download it. Look at it.
Stop saying you don't know stuff. This clearly has stuff for you to know.
Yeah.
You can learn things. Learn some stuff.
Just do it. Nothing right now. Nothing too much. Just can't wait for. Oh yeah, Frosty Frosting is happening next year. In January.
You better register quick, because I think there's only 3,000 people going.
Yep, they capped it at 3,000 because of COVID. So,
like, I don't know if registration's even still open. Let's take a quick look and see.
I wonder if it is. I know they upped the entrance for Melty Blood.
Huh?
Yeah, the Melty Blood they capped already at Melty Blood. They had to up it again.
Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Looks like they still allow registration.
Okay.
So it's not capped out yet. So if you're gonna go,
yeah, I would say do it.
Oh, and just so y'all know, the Popcorn Baron will be there.
Woo! Shout out to Popcorn Baron. I'm getting a lot of popcorn this time.
Man, look, I'm having the whole popcorn budget.
I'm bringing a popcorn bag.
I'm gonna have a whole empty bag just for the popcorn.
Yeah, just to transport that shit back to my house.
We are stocking up, because to get it on Discord is a nightmare.
Yeah, it's just
so
much.
we gonna rack up.
Yeah, I'm getting quite a lot of popcorn. So yeah, bring that home. All right, guys, thanks for tuning into this episode of FGCism. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all other places that have social media at Rushdown Radio. Go to our website, www.rushdownradio.net. Listen to our other podcasts. Listen to a lot of other stuff we're doing. Go to our YouTube, watch some videos, then tell us how much we suck. Thanks for tuning in this episode of Rushdown Radio of FGCism. We'll see you next time.
Don't tell us how much we suck. We'll cry.